Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness potential history. The following match is for the NOAH GHC Tag Team Championships. As announced on their webpage, this match is officially sanctioned by NOAH. And if the Killer Elite Squad retains, this will be the record amount of times a team has retained the NOAH Tag Team Championships. That is only if they retain. So thank you guys for coming out to witness history. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the NOAH GHC Tag Team Championships.
Well, you heard it there, Bobby. We're talking about a history-making match on two fronts. The first time the NOAH GHC World Tag Team Championship titles have ever been defended on American soil. And if the Killer Elite Squad retains their title tonight, they will have broken the record for number of retentions by a tag team holding those belts. This is a moment that is going to go down in wrestling history.
You're absolutely right, Nigel Rabbit. Tremendous night. We're making history here tonight, and there's so much on the line, but how great would it be for the Pretty Boy Killers if they're the ones to break the streak, to keep the Killer Elite Squad from obtaining that record?
That would be a tremendous feather in the cap for Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, the Pretty Boy Killers. But let's be honest, they've got their work cut out for them. As talented and gifted a tag team as they are, we're talking about perhaps one of the most dominant tag team forces that exists in professional wrestling today. We have the American Psycho, Lance Hoyt, and his tag team partner, son of legendary Davey Boy Smith, often given the moniker Davey Boy Jr., his son Harry Smith, a family member of the Heart, a part of the Heart Dungeon, perhaps the most intimidating and tremendous wrestling school in the history of this business. This is going to be an amazing match.
No doubt about it. These four men, all four men are absolute monsters. They are huge men. They're deceptively quick, incredibly strong, and unbelievably intense.
Can there be anything more intimidating than standing in a ring and looking at the Killer Elite Squad?
Introducing first your challengers, the team of Keith Lee and Notorious Shane Taylor. Together they weigh in at a combined 727 pounds. They are the Pretty Boy Killers.
The only thing as intense as that, Nigel, would be to look across the ring and see the Pretty Boy Killers.
And their opponents, the current NOAH GHC Tag Team Champions, weighing in at a combined 650 pounds, the team of the American Psycho, Lance Hoyt, and the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Together they are the Killer Elite Squad.
Nigel Rabbit, this has been a tremendous week of professional wrestling. Every major promotion in the world is definitely in the country and all over the world has been represented here this week. and I've been at many of these shows, but I can honestly tell you, nothing has given me goosebumps like seeing this match tonight. We are seeing, like we've said, history being made. The GHC titles are being defended for the first time on American soil, and potentially the longest reign, most times defended, if the Killer Elite Squad can win tonight.
The intensity coming off of the Killer Elite Squad, they obviously ruled the ring through intimidation. Blatantly not taking as much effect on the Pretty Boy Killers, but well, it looks like our official seems to be just a little bit unnerved by the American Psycho and by well, as our announcer, Keith Roberts says, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith Jr.
All four of these men tremendously intimidating, tremendous athletes. I can't wait to see the level of intensity that we're going to see here tonight from these four men. Lance Hoyt actually was on the very first VIP show. He was in the tournament to crown our first champion. He lost to Dirty Andy Dalton thanks to interference from our now general manager, JT LaMotta, who has been banned from the building tonight by Keith Roberts.
Now you were saying that intimidation rolls off both teams, but I want to point out the Pretty Boy Killers, their intimidation, they don't really rely on trying to scare you just as trying to be imposing. If you notice, the Killer Elite Squad really tries to focus on making you very uncomfortable.
Very true. We see a lockup from Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Keith Lee.
Davey Boy Smith Jr. not expecting the power of Keith Lee to send him into the corner. Collar elbow tie up.
The thing about Keith Lee, Nigel, and you've seen it time and time again, not only does he have this incredible power, but he has agility that is unbelievable for a big man. I've seen him go flying over the top rope time and time again. And we might just see that tonight, and that might be the difference maker here tonight in this match at Texasmania.
Well, not just his ability to fly, but his just general versatility as an athlete, very deceptively agile. We mentioned that earlier in talking about Brian Cage, but Brian Cage and Keith Lee both look cut from the same cloth, but most people just don't expect the level of aptitude that comes from Keith Lee. Waistlock by Davey Boy Smith Jr. as Keith Lee powers his hands open and applies a waistlock of his own.
Goes for a takedown, big elbow to Keith Lee. Ducks the kick. Goes for a spinning kick of his own. Davey Boy Smith Jr. exchanging forearms. Uh-oh. They both seem to have the same thing in mind.
And look at the quiet confidence of Keith Lee as he leans against the rope to force a break.
Smart strategy by Keith Lee. Look at Lance Hoyt there on the corner, just itching to get in. Calls for the tag. Now the big man, the Texas native, no stranger to Texas wrestling. Lance Hoyt comes in. Shane Taylor says he wants some of Lance Hoyt.
Very interesting size advantage on both sides. Lance Hoyt, definitely the taller big man, but gotta say Shane Taylor has got a sheer size advantage over Lance. There's a series of slaps.
Complete disrespect shown by Lance Hoyt as he pie-faced Shane Taylor to start that exchange.
Lance Hoyt not afraid of anybody, as a matter of fact, probably ridiculously unafraid.
And look at that. Or is that the same idea in mind? Ooh. As Gorilla Monsoon used to say, the irresistible force meeting the immovable object right here at VIP Texasmania. Neither one budging.
Just tremendous. And see, we got Lance Hoyt being, ooh!
And that split second of jaw-jacking with the crowd cost him the advantage there as Shane Taylor capitalized on the distraction.
That's one of the things that you really have to do when you're facing off against an opponent that maybe, and it looks like the Pretty Boy Killers are just as evenly matched as the Killer Elite Squad. You just can't waste any energy or any time. You have to be 100% focused. And Lance Hoyt is intense, but sometimes his focus is a little split. And look at that, brilliant tag team work by the Killer Elite Squad. Shane Taylor hitting the ropes, ending up kicked in the back by Davey Boy Smith Jr. Turned around to take a look at his attacker, only to receive a boot to the face by Lance Hoyt, as Lance Hoyt and the Killer Elite Squad are pressing their current advantage.
Big clothesline from Lance Hoyt. Like you said, capitalizing on that kick from his tag partner, Davey Boy Smith Jr. I can't get over the size of all four men. This is just four of the biggest men we've seen go at it here in VIP wrestling.
We're talking about over 1,300 pounds in this ring with all four men. And poor Shane Taylor is in no man's land.
And look, referee is distracted by Davey Boy Jr. Lance Hoyt taking advantage, choking Shane Taylor in the corner.
And while some people may not care for it, that's just smart tag team wrestling. That's how you wear down big men like Shane Taylor.
You have to do what you have to do to get the W in this business. And that's what's made the Killer Elite Squad so successful thus far. They do whatever it takes to get the win. And that's what's brought them here to tonight. At the same time, that's what's brought Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, the Pretty Boy Killers, to get this opportunity, because they'll do whatever it takes to win as well.
Headlock applied by Davey Boy Smith Jr. on Shane Taylor, trying to wear the big man down. Not so much cut off the oxygen, but try and cut off the flow of blood to the head, which will eliminate to eliminate oxygen reaching the brain.
Very smart move.
Power of Shane Taylor giving him an opportunity to perform a jawbreaker on Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Look at Davey Boy's strategy there to try and knock down Keith Lee before a tag could be presented. Oh, now he's getting in the mind of Keith Lee. Referee trying to keep Keith Lee back.
And this is where Keith Lee really has to stay on, forgive the phrase, his A game. You have to keep your cool when you're facing opponents like the Killer Elite Squad. They are going to do everything they can to manipulate you mentally, emotionally, to make you dance to their tune.
And Nigel Rapid, you know, as a manager in this business for years, it's about psychology. It's about getting in the minds of your opponents, and that's exactly what the Killer Elite Squad is doing here. They know that Keith Lee is thinking about how much it'll mean if they get the win tonight. They know the history that's here and the opportunity. And look at this. Right now, Shane Taylor desperately needs to make the tag to Keith Lee. He's just inches away.
Big body slam by Shane Taylor.
Look at this. Oh! Davey Boy Smith pulling Keith Lee off of the apron so the tag wasn't able to be made. Smart strategy by the Killer Elite Squad. Big leg drop from Lance Hoyt.
Lance Hoyt firmly back in the driver's seat as Keith Lee is definitely more than just a little bit frustrated at the turn of events. But to his credit, he did not pursue Davey Boy Smith Jr. He stayed on the apron after venting a little bit of his frustration. Very good strategy on the part of Keith Lee. You don't want to let your emotions get the better of you. The moment that you do allow your emotions to rule you, you have already lost the competition.
Very good point, Nigel. You see Lance Hoyt just scouting Shane Taylor, waiting to get up. What's he got planned? Is he going to go for that famous big boot? What's he going to do here, Nigel? He's talking trash now to Shane. Ooh. Big shoulder tackle. I don't know that this is a great strategy right here, taunting the crowd. He needs to stay on Shane Taylor. He has the advantage, but he can lose it just like that.
Absolutely, Shane Taylor is not someone to disregard. Tagging in Davey Boy Smith Jr. Davey Boy going right to work on the head and neck area of Shane Taylor. Leg drops.
Vicious stomps from Davey Boy.
And as I mentioned, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Tremendous wrestling pedigree. We're talking about the son of the legendary British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, one of the greatest professional wrestlers ever to grace American shores from the United Kingdom, not to mention one of the greatest tag team technicians ever to exist. The British Bulldogs to this day are respected and watched by any tag team that wants to understand good tag team wrestling. Not to mention he's bloody hard.
Absolutely right.
You can't name a tremendous wrestler in this business without finding a heart in close connection to them, whether it's through direct training or through working with them as a part of a tag team. It's an amazing moment to realize these men are really legends. All four of them, if you stop and think about it.
You see Davey Boy here was taking advantage. He was working the leg, smart strategy, trying to take the big man down. If he can't stand up, he can't fight.
Absolutely, but taking a moment to stand on the chest and throat of Shane Taylor.
Because again, if you can't breathe, you can't fight. Big shots from Davey Boy. And it takes a lot to get Shane Taylor off his feet. That's a testament to the strength of Davey Boy Jr. Look at this here, the leg grapevine.
That's one of the things again, back to the history and the legacy that is Davey Boy Smith Jr. That the Hart family was well known for their technical and submission base. Look at
this, bridging up to apply added pressure. No doubt he did learn that in the Hart dungeon for sure. Like you said, technical experts, submission experts, the Hart family has always been known for that. And you see it here tonight in Davey Boy Jr. Look at the strategy here. He's got the submission on and he brings him even closer to the corner so he can make the tag to the American Psycho, Lance Hoyt.
And as we've discussed every single tag team match thus far, quick tags are one of the absolute musts and often the key to victory. It worked well for the Vet Club. Did not do so well for the Team World in the six-man tag. Lance Hoyt with a tremendous amount of disrespect.
A big clothesline. Shane Taylor needs to make the tag. This is your chance, Shane. You've got to do it. Davey Boy goes flying. Shane Taylor, he's crawling to the wrong corner. He needs to turn around and make the tag. He is so close to Keith Lee. Lance Hoyt's in the ring. He made the tag. Keith Lee is in. Keith Lee is in. Big clothesline to Lance Hoyt. And another one. Keith Lee is fired up. He is hungry. Big press slam, Lance Storm. Ooh.
Gorilla press slam, gorilla press drop. As Keith Lee obviously rules the roost at this moment, stalking the American Psycho.
Ooh, Lance Hoyt with a big knee to Keith Lee. Gets Lance Hoyt up again. Ooh, oh my gosh, is that enough? Is that enough? Do we have new champions?
Keith Lee, very frustrated referee, only able to count two.
We were a fraction of a second away from having new GHC Tag Team Champions, Nigel.
Keith Lee asking the crowd for their energy.
Keith drawing energy from the crowd, like you said. He's going for a spirit bomb. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna get the spirit bomb on Lance Hoyt? Ooh. Kick to the midsection of Davey Boy Jr. Keith Lee with a double chop in the corner. Ooh! And again to Davey Boy. He just slapped Keith Lee. Big elbow. Shane Taylor's back in. Big splash on Davey Boy. That one from Keith Lee. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful kick from Davey Boy. Turn into a German suplex from Keith Lee. Lance Hoyt's in the corner though. He's stalking Keith Lee. He's just waiting for him to turn around.
Keith Lee too focused on Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh, flying clothesline from the American Psycho.
Keith Lee, a tremendous, tremendous competitor. A powerful.
Look at this. Lance Hoyt goes flying over the top rope onto Shane Taylor.
And who would have believed me if I said Lance Hoyt was going to fly tonight?
Lance Hoyt pulling out all the stops to retain this title on such a historic night. Like we've said, first time defended on American soil. And if they win this match, Keith Lee's gonna fly!
He calls it a meteor. I'm going to tell you right now, that is an extinction level event. As the referee goes and checks on all four competitors.
Keith Lee sacrificed his body in that move, but unfortunately he sacrificed Shane Taylor's body as well to take out the Killer Elite Squad. The crowd is going nuts. I can't blame them. They're all on their feet. I'm on my feet.
Josh,
could we see new tag team champions?
oh my goodness. It looks like it may be possible. Lance Hoyt in that worst possible position.
Look at this. Ooh, Spirit Bomb! Spirit Bomb! Is that enough?
Oh! Davey Boy Smith saves it at the last bloody moment.
I thought we had new tag team champions there.
Shane Taylor jumping Davey Boy to the outside. It doesn't look like Lance Hoyt has moved since his tag team partner saved him from that pinfall.
Well, most people don't move after a Spirit Bomb from Keith Lee.
It's Lance Bloody Hoyt.
You're absolutely right. Lance Hoyt is not most men.
Shane Taylor rocking Lance Hoyt. I don't know how the man is on his feet still.
Oh! The resiliency of Lance Hoyt right there.
Just pure instinct. Just ran right through Shane Taylor.
Much needed tag to Davey Boy.
Yakuza kick to the face by Davey Boy. And again. And Shane Taylor.
It's going to awaken Shane Taylor. Going for a third time. 3 big Yakuza kicks. Is this enough? 2 count only.
Davey Boy Smith saying it's over. Looks like he's going to put the finishing touches on Shane Taylor.
Can he do this? Can he lift up 350-pound Shane Taylor?
Come on, Shane!
He is incredibly strong, but
he has gone through in a tremendously arduous match.
Oh, tremendous double team. Ooh, how did Shane Taylor kick out of that?
As we've said before, the Pretty Boy Killers are not just any tag team. I mean, they are a force of nature in and of itself. Keith Lee's allowed his frustration to get the better of him, and he is now illegally in the ring. Oh! Heart attack clothesline. Keith Lee rolls to the outside. Shane Taylor's now fending off the wolves that are the Killer Elite Squad. Big clothesline in the corner on Lance Hoyt.
Now one for Davey Boy.
And again to Hoyt.
Ooh, kick to the face. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a power bomb.
KS bomb. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen history twofold right here tonight at Texasmania. The Killer Elite Squad defending the Noah GHC World Tag Team titles tonight in America the very first time. And the most number of retention matches by the Killer Elite Squad. What a tremendous showing by all four men.
That is just absolutely incredible. Four behemoths of men, four of the strongest, most intense men I have ever seen in professional wrestling. They gave it their all. With all due respect to Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, they put on a tremendous performance, but tonight, the Killer Elite Squad was the better team. Still, your Global Honor Crown Tag Team Champions, Lance Hoyt, Davey Boy Jr., Killer Elite Squad.
Absolutely. And it is a testimony to the fortitude and toughness of Keith Lee to see him still standing ringside as he tries to help his tag team partner Shane Taylor up. All four men is putting a tremendous amount of endurance.
Kind of a war.
This match is one for the ages.
Such a great showing by both teams. The Pretty Boy Killers proved why they got this opportunity tonight. Not many teams can go toe-to-toe with the Killer Elite Squad. When they gave it their all, it took everything Lance Hoyt and Davey Boy Jr. had to put away Pretty Boy Killers. But congratulations on a successful defense of the GHC Tag Team titles.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still the NOAH GHC World Tag Team Champions, American Psycho Lance Hoyt, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith Jr. They are the Killer Elite Squad.